define the best drummer in the world. Is it someone that's technically proficient, or is it someone that sits in the song with their own feel? Ringo was the king of feel.
He's a song drummer. Guys that sit down and they hear the song and then they play appropriately for that song.
He actually used his kit in a very different way, a very creative way.
For example, on Ticket to Ride, he said, well, I've got something different. Really cool, very innovative.
His fills are really fun, quirky to play. His left hand will come through like that. I've seen him do it. Okay.
But he would lead with his left hand. Most right-handed drummers, when you go around the drum, you lead with your right hand. And there is a different sound to it, a different feel to it.
If a producer says to you,
give me Ringo, what would Ringo do?
It's a Ringo swing.
It's that sloppy, swampy, falling down the stairs kind of sound that is the coolest thing ever.
Big contribution of Ringo was that he used his tom-toms as part of the composition.
He really had a knack for coming up with really interesting musical parts that became rhythmic hooks.
Honestly, if you're a drummer and you can do this and have people dancing, you're a fucking badass.
He has the magic touch.
I wouldn't be a drummer without Ringo. That is the DNA of pretty much everything I do.
You hear his drumming, you know exactly who it is.
There are millions upon millions of us out there who not only were influenced, but wanted to be Ringo Starr. Ringo was the coolest one.
Ringo Starr was born in Liverpool at a very early age. And he had a hard childhood, real hard childhood. But he had a beautiful mom, Elsie, and a lovely stepdad, Harry. Both of them had real big hearts, beautiful people, and they loved music. So at some point during this difficult childhood, Ringo got a drum. Yeah. Ringo got a drum. And that was it. That was it. He was now a drummer, he just drummed. Later on, he joined a group called Rory and the Hurricanes, Rory Stone and the Hurricanes. And we saw these guys when we were out in Hamburg. We were playing out there. And, I mean, Ringo was like a professional musician. We were just like slamming around, just singing and doing stuff. But he had a beard. That's professional. He had a suit, very professional, and he would sit at the bar drinking bourbon and Seville. We'd never seen anyone like this. This was like a grown-up musician. Anyway, we got friendly with him, and he used to come in late night to when we were playing, and he'd request a couple of songs, so we got to know him. And then one night, our drummer there, Pete Best, wasn't available, and so Ringo sat in, And I remember the moment. I mean, Pete was great, and we had a great time with him, but me, John, and George, God bless them. Me, John, and George were on the front line singing, which we usually were. And now behind us, we had this guy that we'd never played with before. And I remember the moment when he started playing. I think it was like Ray Charles, What Did I Say? And most of the drummers couldn't nail the drum part. It's a little bit clear. It was a little difficult to do, but Ringo nailed it. So, yeah. Ringo nailed it. And I remember the moment, standing there and looking at John, and then looking at George, and the look on our faces was all like, fuck. What is this? And that was the moment, you know, that was the beginning, really, of the Beatles. Anyway. Anyway, then we started this great journey for these 4 guys from Liverpool who we just set off on this journey. We did ballrooms and clubs around England, and we got work in Europe, and then we eventually came to America.